Hey, what's up? This is D Hood from D Hood Productions, and this will be devlog number 6 for Street Race Kings. So, first things first, platforms. Before, in a prior video, I mentioned that certain platforms may release in a different window, but I do have functional builds across all platforms that have passed QA, so I'm happy to say that all intended platforms will be releasing at the same time. You may have seen this in an update in a prior post, but just to recap, I'll be releasing on Steam, on PlayStation 4, you'll be able to play it on PlayStation 5 as well, and Xbox Series S and X. And it's all going to release on 12/20. 12/20 is the set date, so December 20th, 2024 will be when the game comes out. I also have roaming racers. I mentioned this in a prior post, but roaming racers are racers within whatever map you're in. They spawn in as soon as you spawn in, and they're racers that you can interact with. They have dedicated lines that they drive within a certain section of the map. You could pull behind them, challenge them, and it'll generate a race where you collect a certain amount of checkpoints, and whoever gets a set amount of checkpoints wins the race. The roaming racers were difficult to work with. Anytime I've tried optimizing them, they just really want to break a lot. I just end up with numerous issues like this. So I have done some optimization for it, I just can't deactivate and reactivate the cars without these issues occurring, so that means it's going to be a little more power intensive. So because of that, the roaming racers are going to be for more higher end hardware like PS5, Xbox Series S and X, PC, Steam Deck, but it won't be available on more lower end hardware, kind of like the PS4. Aside from that though, all functionality should be available on all platforms. It's just that specific instance. Last but not least, we'll go over the camera movement. You may have noticed it throughout the gameplay I've shown so far, but I've adjusted the movement of the camera to give it more of an action feel. For instance, shifting the camera to the side you're turning is one new addition, and adjusting the FOV and shake effect a bit when going through higher speeds is another. It's still set as more of a casual camera motion, but I did want to spice it up a bit to give it a bit more flair. Last quick note, I did want to touch up a bit on mod support. I am trying to get it available on all platforms, but I am still working on the mod support for PlayStation. There's some development stuff I need to look into that's preventing me from implementing it there. But all other platforms are currently available for it. So as before, mod support for PlayStation is going to be determined until I could get some more confirmation on what's going on there. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this video. Like I said, mainly in final stages, so at this point there's not going to be a whole lot to go over until the game actually releases. But until then, I'll catch you guys in the next video. D Hood out.